Yo guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, we are going to be going over my FUT Birthday Team 2 predictions. Obviously, in Team 1, we were terribly wrong on a lot of those predictions, and that was just because EA brought out a very underwhelming team. However, I am pretty... We'll see what happens with this one. But without further ado, if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys drop a thumbs up on it, and let's just get straight into it with our first guy being Andre here. Now, I know in the last prediction video we did, we actually left out all the French teams, or the French league players. I'm sorry, I didn't even realize until the end. But Andre will be our first one here. I think a little 5-star skills on him with some decent CDM stats would be fun. You know, you need to have those cheap cards in. I think this would be a good one to add in. Next up, we have Emre Can. Now, this one would be a really fun center mid to have in game. He was a cheap beast at the start of FIFA, and I thought, you know, he was really fun. He never had any special cards aside from maybe one, if I'm not wrong. But 85 pace, 84 shooting, 86 passing, you know, high defensive stats. He'd be a really fun CDM to use in game, if not just a box-to-box. Hopefully, we can get something like that. And next up, we have our first controversial one of the prediction video, Joe Gomez, but as a right back. Obviously, he played right back a lot for Liverpool in the previous years. I think this would be a really fun card to kind of have in the game with 88 pace, 88 defending, 87 physical. This would be a really fun card, nothing too overpowered, aside from the fact that maybe he'd have 5-star skills. But, you know, he would be a nice little fun defender to add in. Obviously, we had Mendy in the first team, so maybe it would make sense for them to add someone like Joe Gomez, but not Varane. Next up, we have Kampembe, and this is why I said don't add Varane, because Kampembe would be a nice, fun card. Again, with all the defenders, I want to have 5-star skills on them. I feel like 5-star weak foot is very useless on midfielders and defenders, because let's be real, it really doesn't affect them too much, but a nice little boosted Kampembe here would be fun. Again, another French league guy, which, you know, would be good for linking teams. Obviously, French being that huge meta. A really fun card. Hopefully, we can see something cool like this. And next up, we have a little fun card, Harry Maguire. We don't really have, I mean, let's be real, at least for me anyways, I don't even play this game anymore competitively. I'm just playing for fun. I'm doing objectives and grinding and all that stuff. So it'd be nice if EA could give out some, you know, really fun, easy cards like this. You know, a Harry Maguire, 5-star skills, something funny like that would be really cool. And, you know, hopefully we can see something fun like this. Obviously, you know, the SBCs and objectives that we've gotten so far have actually been really, really good. However, that team from the first time was quite underwhelming. And even a card like Hwang Hee-chan, one that was supposed to be fun, he just really wasn't that good and usable. You know, he's just a straight line runner. Next up in the prediction, we have Martins. 98 pace, man. This would be a really, really sick card to have. He doesn't have a special card yet this game. A lot of predictions want to see him in it. I think maybe EA will grant that wish, and we will be getting a nice little Martins card to link with our Ronaldos and our Renato Sanchez's and all those really good teams. Next up, we have Manuel Neuer. Now, we haven't had a goalkeeper yet, unless I missed it. But a nice 5-star skill goalkeeper would be fun. Last year, obviously, we had Pope, and that was just so fun to have in game. He was really, really good. And I hope this year around we can get a nice little usable keeper who will be at a pretty decent price. You know, 200k probably for this card would be 200, 300k. But 5-star skills on him would be fun. Hopefully, we can see something like that. And you know, Neuer being that, you know, sweeper keeper that he is, I think it would make sense for him to have 5-star skills over some of the other goalkeepers. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see. But the Bundesliga got some really strong cards in the first team, and I think, you know, they're going to see some really strong cards in the second team of FUT Birthday as well, especially since we're leading up to that team of the season period. And next up, speaking of team of the season, we have a guy who's only gotten one inform, will likely get a really sick team of the season card, but doesn't have any promo cards yet this year, and it's Neymar. I think it's time for EA to finally gift him that card that he needs. His annual cam card, of course. A 95 cam Neymar, obviously he already has 5-star, so give him the position change. He would be a really fun, sick card to use. I mean, let's be real. If you're playing competitively, this is the card you want, and we've needed a Neymar card for a while now, so hopefully we can see something like this. What is there to say, guys? This would be a really fun card. Next up, we have Party, and before you guys all go down to the comments, I know he's got the Atletico Madrid badge. I'm sorry. But as an Arsenal card, a center mid party would be fun. I mean, what's FUT Birthday without a party? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But 77 pace, 80 shooting. You know, again, with the midfielders, I'd love for them to all have 5-star, skill moves. Is it possible? No. But this would be another really fun center mid card to have in game, of course. And next up, we have a Pulisic card. I wanted to add a Chelsea player in. I would have put Mason Mount in, but Mason Mount has that road to the final. That's an 87 now. So I think Pulisic would make sense. I know he has an objectives card, but he doesn't have any market special cards. I feel like this would be a fun little card. EA have really been favoring those Americans this year with, Dest and Reyna both getting Future Stars cards. I wouldn't be shocked to see them add an American card in. And we also got a par at the beginning of the year too. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a little Pulisic, a nice fast Pulisic with 5-star, 5-star, whatever he's currently at. But this would be a fun little card to add into the game. We'll see if EA does that, of course. And next up, we have our next big player, probably a little bit more realistic than Neymar getting in, and that would be Mo Salah or Sadio Mane, one of the two. I decided to include Salah in this one because in the first team I did have Mane in it. But Salah would be a really fun card to have in game. Give him the 5-star weak foot, and I think this turns into a disgusting card. That's something that Salah's card has missed for the past, couple FIFAs, is he always had the low weak foot. A 5-star weak foot Salah would be super, super fun to have in game, and I would just be such a big fan of that one. We'll see, though. I don't know. We'll see, guys. And then, what is a team without Sonaldo, man? Heung-min Son would be such a fun card to add in game. Give him that 5-star EA Sports. Having a 90 rated Son, I don't think have we had a special card Son? I think we've had maybe one. We really haven't had many, Sonaldos this year. I think this would be a nice little fun card to have, especially because I don't think he even makes team of the season. So we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, Son had a really hot start to the year, but I don't know. It's such a tough choice for those Premier League team of the season guys at the forward positions. We'll have to wait and see, but Son would be a really sick card to have in game. And as far as that goes, we finish off with Waman. I mean, needless to say, this card kind of has to happen. Whether it's FUT Birthday, whether it's team of the season, this card kind of has to happen because of Danny Aarons. I see so many people using this card now, but this would be such a fun card to have, 86, 87 rated, but he's going to have insane stats no matter what, 99 pace, 94 dribble, 88 shooting, something similar to that. This is just going to be one of those fun cards to use. And again, with FUT Birthday, man, I want to see a really nice selection. In the previous prediction, I had Haaland with 5-star, 5-star. Some cards that you can turn from unusable to usable. Fun selection, popular players. But obviously the first team kind of disappointed. But that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Before we wrap up the video, I do want to talk a little bit about the channel. Currently, let's be real, FIFA is kind of, at least for me, I'm bored right now. I'm very demotivated on it, so I'm sorry there hasn't been the consistent, daily uploads that we've been kind of doing all year. Realistically, I want to kind of scale back a little bit on it, so, I am feeling a little burnt out because it's just not as rewarding because the game is so boring. As far as trading goes, I'm probably not trading at all right now. But I am probably going to scale back a little bit for at least the next week or so. Just because for when team of the season hits, I do want to be consistent again. So I will probably take a little, not really a break, but I'm just not going to, grind out content like I used to. But you guys have showed some amazing support recently anyway, so it doesn't even matter. I appreciate all of you guys. Let me know down below who you guys want to see in your FUT Birthday Team 2 cards. Thank you guys for watching. Till next time, peace.